So I'm going to say something that might seem a little bit weird. I actually don't focus on or advocate telling people to stop commenting on other people's bodies. Now, I know that may seem pretty crazy to say, because the reality is that much of the suffering that we experience started at some point with somebody making a negative comment about our bodies. You know, prior to that, we probably thought our bodies were fine, but then somebody said, you know, you're fat and that's not good, or you're ugly, or whatever the case may be. There was some negative comment about somebody's body that was made, and we felt that insecurity. We felt like we weren't good enough. That maybe then spiraled off, starting on a diet. Maybe that led to an eating disorder, a whole mess of things. And so it would make sense to say, you know, if people just stopped commenting on other people's bodies, then people wouldn't be, you know, wounded with those beliefs, or they wouldn't feel hurt. And that's true. That's true. Well, it's true to a certain degree. It's true that it's more likely for them not to be hurt. But the problem is that there's an awful lot of people in this world. There's like 8 billion people in this world, right? And counting. And we never know what they're going to say. We can't control them. And that's what we're trying to do. Kind of on a global scale, we're trying to control each other so that we don't feel hurt. And sometimes it works, but a lot of times it doesn't. And so if we require that other people not say something in order for us not to feel hurt, we're always going to be on the lookout. We're always going to be exerting energy. We're always going to be efforting, and we're always going to feel like a potential victim. It's not very empowering. In fact, it's kind of the opposite of disempowering. And so I often come back to this quote, and I'll bust this quote out often when I'm working with clients. And it's a quote from, it was a monk from the 8th century, and his name was Shantideva. And he said, "Where would I find enough leather to cover the surface of the earth? But with leather soles beneath my feet, it's as if the whole world has been covered." So I'd like you to think about that in the context of thinking that other people need to stop commenting on other people's bodies in order for people to feel okay. That's like trying to take leather and cover the whole surface of the earth, trying to make everybody else stop saying or doing what they're doing, and so that we can feel okay. But with leather soles underneath our feet, it's as if the whole world has been covered. So when we go inward and we start to see what is being activated within me, what pain is within me that is being activated by that comment, and can I be with that pain? Can I understand that pain? Can I accept that pain? Can I love that pain? Can I heal that pain? Can I understand the other person as to why they might be saying that? What is in their belief system, in their mind, that would make them think that that was an okay thing to say, or that would that even come out of their mouth? Now, it's as if I have leather soles underneath my feet. Those comments can't bother me as much. Now, it's not to say that this isn't black or white. So it's not to say that you wouldn't then maybe feel inclined to share what comes up for you when that comment is said. Or something like, you know, gosh, we're so fixated on people's appearances and body size. And all that does is really breed insecurity in everybody when all anybody wants to do is feel okay. Do you feel that for yourself? You might ask that person, because people can't judge other people's bodies unless they judge themselves. We can't say something negative and hurtful to somebody else unless we're hurting ourselves. It just doesn't happen. If somebody's being repeatedly abusive to you and saying things all the time, it's not to say that you also don't have agency to remove yourself from the situation. Or to say, my preference is you don't say it. My preference is you don't comment. But when that's the only thing you're banking on in order to feel good, then you're at the mercy of something else outside of you that you have no control over. And the pain is really within you. It's always within us. And when pain arises within us, it is up for it to be felt and to be loved. Because that is what pain is looking for. It's not a problem that it comes up, actually. It's coming up because it's looking to be received with love. So this is a big thing. This is a big deal, to go inward and to feel and be with what's going on. So again, I don't say that I would say, no, that's fine. Don't ever tell anybody to stop commenting on somebody's body. But if somebody doesn't understand why, then they can stop commenting, but nothing really changes. It's just swept under the rug. It's hidden under the surface. Ultimately, the most healing, the best thing we can do for ourselves is to be with and heal that pain within us, and to seek understanding as to what's actually going on with the other person and with these beliefs that we have about ourselves. Because if we didn't believe what they were saying to some degree, we wouldn't feel it. It wouldn't impact us. Like, if you really didn't believe something, it would just float on by. But in some level, there's a part that says, ooh, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not worthy enough. That's the part that's looking for attention. And so you actually want it to get triggered. So that's the gift in somebody making that comment, is it ends up exposing and bringing up what's within you that's looking for healing.